Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. The new token system that just dropped for the World Cup in FC26 seems to be off to a bit of a slow start. We know that it's 1,000 tokens per week that we need to collect to get the rewards that we want, but right now there's not even close to that many tokens available in game. However, today we get a very nice chunk of tokens released in a game mode that I might call a must complete, because hopefully this nice amount of tokens is pretty easy to get. We're going to talk about that today and how we might be able to prepare for that, but also how we might be able to prepare our clubs to make some coins. These Path to Glory cards are looking investable still, as their prices didn't start to move up yet, and some of them even went down a little bit yesterday. And of course, we'll look for another PTG SBC today and maybe a new icon player pick. Let's talk about it all, guys. If you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up in the video, hype the video, and subscribe if you are new. Now let's look over yesterday's Saturday content, where we got a very interesting evolution, and I like this Evo, but I think it's interesting. It is the Inch Perfect Evo, a 15,000 coin boost yesterday that EA dropped twice repeatable that does not boost the overall of a card. This is the classic chain Evo that we talk about a lot in this game, but it's max 91, and I think that is why it costs 15,000 coins. Most of our chain Evos that don't boost the overall of the card in the last couple of days and even weeks have been max 88 and max 89. I don't even know if we've had any that have been max 90. Here we are at a max 91 Inch Perfect chain Evo that boosts passing stats, gives a 5-star weak foot, and gives the best passing playstyles, again, for 15,000 coins. You're talking about stats going to the 96 level on short passing there, 95 long pass, 96 vision. That is a very, very good boost for the 5-star weak foot that's involved as well. I mean, take a look at my Messi SBC from Team of the Year. He goes up from 90 passing to 95. Bobby Charlton, same thing, up to 95. I'm glad that I didn't do the Donovation Evo from Friday, because I can put Charlton into this and then put him into the Donovation Evo, and this card is going to look ridiculous. He'll have 94 pace, 95 shooting, now 95 passing, and then 95 dribbling. Holy smokes. This is a very nice Evo for 15,000 coins. Now, again, I get it. You're like, Nate, it's a chain Evo. Why do we have to pay? Well, because they are giving us the bigger stat boost and the overall is up to 91, I have no problem paying 30,000 coins to boost 2 cards up to 95 passing and giving them an 8th base playstyle, which is something to consider as well, as a lot of the 3 playstyle plus Evos that we have created only have 7 base playstyles, like this Messi, because that is where EA was limiting us before. He would actually get pinged base in this Evo. So that's a very, very nice looking boost there for Messi and for a lot of different cards. That Evo's upvoted on Footbin, and I agree with that one right there. So make sure you check out the Inch Perfect Evo for some chains. Now, the rest of the content yesterday was in SBCs, and we had another very good player SBC, guys. Martin Ødegaard, the Norwegian and Arsenal, center mid, center attacking mid. The value here is the price. That is the reason that a lot of people are doing this SBC, because this Ødegaard card looks very good and he is cheap. I mean, in comparison to Cody Gakpo and in comparison to where you think this card would probably be on the market if he was in packs. I mean, you take a look at cards like James Rodriguez that are 400,000 coins. And you take a look at this card of Ødegaard, who's pretty comparable, some may argue better than that James Rodriguez, and he's coming in at a price of only 250,000 coins. And of course, still live and upgrading as well for Norway, who, I mean, hey, some people are calling Norway a dark horse for this World Cup. Maybe they're able to get past the round of 16 and get this 4th playstyle plus the +1 overall and 2 99 sub attributes added to this Ødegaard card. So definitely not a bad SBC to do for the price and for the potential upgrades. The playstyles are fantastic. You get the Incisive, Tiki, and the Tech. Plus, you got Rapid, Quick Step, First Touch Press Proven, Inventive, Pinged, Finesse, and Low Driven. Maybe you want the long ball instead of a low driven, but you probably like the low driven if you're going to play him as a center attacking mid, and that may be the best place to play him. So it's just 3 89 rated squads and 2 90s. Again, a little bit higher rating there on the squads, but only 5 squads to do with a couple of Team of the Week or Team of the Season players. That is easy to get done, and that is a thumbs up on an SBC from me. Even as a Spurs fan, seeing the Arsenal card there, that is an SBC that, especially as a live card, you don't want to let pass by for the potential upgrades that could be coming for a lot of these cards. Again, that's the intrigue with the Gakpo, with the Ødegaard, and all the rest of the PTG SBCs that we get. What upgrades could they get during the World Cup? It's also just fun to, even if you're not going to root for that nation, have a live card from that nation so that if they win, you still at least benefit a little bit inside of this game for that win. Now, the other SBCs we had yesterday were upgrade packs, the first of which I wish was cheaper. The 91 plus eFigs, eFugs, TOTS upgrade, 5 times repeatable per day. Guys, I wish this was cheaper because team of the season cards, we're really starting to need those. They are going up on the market a lot. And an 86 with an Inform or a TOTS, and then an 87 rated squad takes this up to 43,000 coins. Now, this is not a tradable pack. It is an untradeable upgrade pack here. If they would have taken out the team of the week or team of the season requirement on this SBC, it would have been a very, very good one to do every day to get TOTS cards in your club. But unfortunately, they added that requirement in there, so it's 43,000 coins, and it's not worth doing in my opinion. Now, what is making Team of the Week and Team of the Season prices go up on the market so much is the big SBC from yesterday. Besides Ødegaard, the big upgrade pack, the 85x10 Summer Tournament Nations upgrade did release. Now, this is a great pack, but it's not the 85 times 10 like we're used to thinking of it, right? We're used to thinking of the Footies promo 85x10 where it's unlimited repeatable. We're packing promo cards that have been re-released. It's like the most wonderful time of game to see all the different promo cards in an 85x10, right? And craft the 99 Footies SBCs in the end game silly season of the summer. That's not what this is. This is actually a very good upgrade pack to hit Path to Glory cards from, because it is, again, only giving out players from the 48 nations that are in the World Cup. Guys, we're going to use the website FutNext here to give us an idea on the probability of what this SBC pack will be giving out in terms of the rewards. You see here a 43% chance of a Path to Glory player from this pack. Now, again, this is not exact. This is just a website that is an extension that is, calculating based on people that have opened this pack using that extension. So it's a rough estimate that is not official. It's a rough estimate of what the pack weight from this pack is going to be. But even though you have to turn in 2 Team of the Weeks or 2 Team of the Seasons to this for an 84 and 85 rated squad, the fact that it's just 5 times repeatable, one time, like it's not 5 times repeatable, it's 5 times completable, and then it's over. I think this is an SBC that you got to get done over the course of the next week that it is out. It's not an SBC that you have to get done today because it's going to refresh tomorrow. A lot of people probably got all 5 of them done yesterday, but over the course of the next week that it's out, absolutely get that done. I do think that it is worth it. If you're low on Team of the Seasons right now, maybe you don't complete it. Maybe you build up your club a little bit and get some more fodder, but the weight on those is good. And I'm trying out my first 83 plus summer tournament player picks here really quick because I wanted to test out the luck on these. I think the 84 times 2 is the one for me. When it comes to the either 83 plus pick grind or 84 times 2 grind, I'm just having more luck with the 84 by 2s. I'll be completely honest, but I want to open one of these 85 times 10s because I've been hearing a lot of good things from it, and I'm still trying to pack Mr. Christian Pulisic in the kit. There it is. We have a PTG walkout, left mid USA. Okay, USA. And then, Al Nassr behind. I'm thinking of Cristiano Ronaldo, but he is not a Festival Football Path to Glory. Who is the Al Nassr card? I think it's going to be a low rated. Saudi Arabia is at 91 rated. Yeah. Okay. Well, hey, you know what? It's a promo card. Is that the only one in there? It is. And then we're going to open one more because I have 2 of them that I have built up. The issue with this pack, again, is the fact that it requires 2 Team of the Weeks or Team of the Seasons. Those cards are flying on the market. Our second 85 by 10 does not have any promo cards inside of it. But still, in my opinion, guys, that is a must-complete pack for the 5 times that you can do it each week. Hopefully that comes back maybe a few more times repeatable in the future. I like that pack, though. I do. It's unique. The summer tournament players packs are good, and you see the pack weight there on the website, and, I got 1 out of 2 having a promo card in it. I will take that, and, of course, that could have been a much better promo card than it was. Now, what this is doing is making Team of the Season and Team of the Week cards explode in price. We're talking almost 30,000 coins for Team of the Seasons, and Team of the Week cards, I believe, are close to that as well. Maybe like 27,000 coins for Team of the Week cards, or close to 25K on the market right now for a lot of these cards. I pulled up one card. Yeah, 26,000 coins for Team of the Week cards. Guys, these 84 rated Team of the Week cards, 83 rated, were 14,000 coins yesterday before this came out, right? They were 10K on Friday because we still had tradable Team of the Week supply from that 83 plus player pick. They have doubled in 2 days. This is unbelievable. First of all, kind of crazy that EA did not continue that 83 plus tradable Team of the Week player pick or drop a Team of the Season pack that was tradable, even though we did see one added to the code. So this price rise was really unexpected with this SBC coming out, but it is happening. If you still have some Team of the Week or Team of the Season cards in your club, I would consider selling. I don't think these cards go a whole lot higher than this, especially because the reason they went up was the 85 by 10, and that 85 by 10 is not repeating every single day. Most of your demand was probably yesterday as people logged on to get that SBC done. So that's why I would at least consider taking the profit on a lot of those cards if you do have them. And like I said, again, the best place to get Team of the Week and Team of the Season cards right now would be from the upgrade pack grind. And I wish that the 91 plus TOTS pack that we had yesterday did not require a Team of the Week or Team of the Season. And then it'd be really easy for me to say, yep, do this one. But what I would recommend the most still is doing the simple 84 rated squad for an 84 plus Team League upgrade. I've been doing 3 of these every single day with my 84 times 10 fodder, with my 84 by 2 fodder. Maybe you're opening 83 plus picks. Basically the 83s and 84s that you get, put them into that Team of the Week upgrade. That'll give you some Team of the Weeks to at least keep the upgrade pack grind going. But it looks like we're going to be in a situation where we're going to start running out of those Team of the Weeks and Team of the Seasons because they keep requiring them in SBCs. Now, speaking of those cards going up on the market, we got to talk about Path to Glories, because these cards yesterday, well, some of them dropped. A lot of them stayed kind of in the same range. Take a look at James Rodriguez, who was 500,000 coins to start the day, really just dropped all day into content, and around the content drop time, peaked, or not peaked, but kind of hit a valley, I guess you could say, at 368,000 coins, and is now back up to 446. Now we have squad battle rewards today, and that might impact the market a little bit, pushing these prices down a little, because again, we do have tradable packs still coming out from those rewards. But I think the prices that we saw yesterday around the Saturday content drop may have been, I'm not going to say the low point or the lowest point, but I think that was a nice drop off from where these cards were. And the longer that we go, the closer that we get to the World Cup starting and these cards going out of packs, the more that I think these cards start to go up, and I think your prices will begin to rise. So I do think it is a good time today on Sunday. If you have not purchased any of these, like if you bought yesterday, like Digne, if you bought him yesterday during that drop around the content time, like down here at 230,000 coins, I think that was a really solid investment. I mean, he's back up to 260 right now. I mean, he was 260 multiple times yesterday, but I think today, maybe tomorrow would be last call. Like maybe tomorrow you'll still be able to invest in these cards. But again, I do believe that they're going to start to rise up in price as we get into the actual week that the World Cup starts. And as we start to see these players hit the pitch, we start to see, results come in and rewards be achieved. It's going to be really interesting to watch these prices. Now, of course, there could be losses that happen and those player prices would fall. But what I would tell you is if you're looking to invest in any of these players, I would look into investing in the next day or two. I'm looking at investing at some point today too, hoping that squad battles and maybe content does drop the prices a little bit. EA did refresh the 600K pack that was in the store, and they refreshed a couple of other packs as well, tradable lightning rounds. But, it didn't really negatively impact these card prices because not very many, if any, of these cards are down a whole bunch. Like that James Rodriguez and I think Marmouche are the cards that dropped the most yesterday overall. A lot of cards like Araujo still and that Digne are still kind of in the same range. So keep an eye on these cards and get investing if you want to put them in your club or if you want to try to make some profits in the future. Now, hey, maybe this tweet from EA will influence who you buy on the market. If you have enough coins for Rodri, EA is saying that Spain is the champion of the World Cup this year based on their FC26 simulation, and EA has gone 4 out of 4 in the last 4 World Cups in predicting with their simulation who has gone on to win. So a lot of people are wondering, will the streak continue, or will it not? All I know is, hey, whenever this Ferran Torres SBC releases, which might be today, since he is Spanish and EA is calling their shot here, saying Spain's going to win, maybe this has just become a must-complete SBC as well, because again, whoever wins the World Cup, their Path to Glory card goes to 99 rated. So that is very, very interesting there. So keep an eye out on these cards for movements today, maybe even that Spain Rodri card if you've got a lot of coins. Now, for the rest of the market, guys, trading is still working really good. I mean, if you're looking at these graphs, especially on some cards like these specials, their prices are fluctuating like crazy. You can even go back to the Ultimate Team of the Season cards. Their card prices are moving very, very good on the market too. Whatever budget you're in, find some of the most recent promo cards and get on bids for them. Alexia Putellas yesterday was 106,000 coins. You could probably win her on bid for 100K flat. She went up to 120 multiple times. She's actually still 120,000 coins. That is a perfect example of a card that you can just trade with at any time. Look at Harry Kane up to 560. That's moving nice. Bruno Fernandes up to 1.24. That's moving nice. Olise 720. Honestly, guys, the market on these meta cards is looking pretty good. You're seeing a lot of prices rebound well after the crazy drops that we had in the past few days. I mean, Pedri's back to 400. Joao Felix is 570,000 coins. On Friday night, he was 340. 340 right here. Crazy crash, right? And now he's up 200K from where he was. The market is doing good. Prices are doing good. Get out there, get flipping. You'll be able to make some very easy coins. Again, bids and using the footman graphs to spot the fluctuations are the keys to that. Also, yesterday, this is a bit off topic, but it is related to the market. There were some accounts yesterday on Twitter questioning the fact that whether the market would be coming back to FC27 or not. A lot of people are looking at the new tokens store and thinking that EA is just going to completely wipe out the market based on the way that that token store works and the way people were interpreting it to be in game. And Jamie, TheFutAccountant, right, former streamer, now EA producer, says that he's seen this question lately a few times, and there are no plans to remove the transfer market. So that is good for those of us that like to make coins and excel on this game on the market, so that we don't have to spend real money. And you know what? It just wouldn't make sense. Like from the sport of football, right? The transfer market and players moving between clubs at a fee is just such a huge part of this game that, like, if they took that away, it would just remove a huge part of the game. So I'm glad that they are not removing that. Of course, I love the market. That's one of the main reasons that I play this game, and it's one of the main reasons you can succeed in this game with just a little bit more effort that can make you go from having to feel like you have to spend money to be able to play free-to-play RTG and enjoy the game a whole lot more. So that is one thing I wanted to point out from yesterday. But let's talk about the tokens, right? I've only got 100 tokens right now, and I don't really feel interested in doing these swaps SBCs because, yeah, there's like, what, 300 tokens inside of here if you complete all these. I'm not doing a 91 overall swap token, a 90 or 89. I'm not doing any of these unless I absolutely have to at the very end of the week and if I'm not at my 1,000 tokens yet. But that's the key. We feel like we're not even close to 1,000 tokens. We know that with Division Rivals rewards that will come in later on this week, again on Thursday, that you have the opportunity to get up to about 400. I think you get 275, at least for me in here in Division 3, 225 tokens. For the weekly reward, 15 points, 400 if in Division 3 I get the reward upgrade. So worth going for the reward upgrade because 400 tokens is a good bit. But let's say you don't even want to play Rivals because that's just too sweaty. You don't want to mess with that. And you still want to get tokens, right? The whole point of this token system is to allow you to play the game in the way you want to play the game and get the tokens to get the rewards that you get to choose to get. Well, this Path to Glory live event comes out today. And as we've seen here in objectives, this gives a grand total with the 3 different objectives that give you tokens, a grand total of 320 tokens between this mode's rewards. And, you know, it's really going to come down to how easy this is to complete. But notice the game type. This is a 1-to-2 game mode. So you score 2 goals, boom, game's over, and you're out of there. And that should hopefully make this a more easy to complete and maybe a must complete live event. Also, live events usually tend to be a little bit more flexible, a little bit more, basically less sweaty than obviously a division rivals or a FUT champs would be. And this may be more fun as well. Some of the objective requirements here, you see Qatar versus Switzerland gives you 90 tokens. Here as well, we have score 10 goals for 40 tokens and complete the full objective itself to get 170 Festival of Football tokens. Now, my question is, what are these nations signifying here in these objectives? Brazil versus Morocco, right? That's the first matchup in the World Cup for them. Qatar, Switzerland, Austria, Turkey, Canada, Bosnia. I believe these are all opening matchups for the World Cup that are happening this week. Mexico, South Africa, first game of the World Cup. South Korea, Czechia, again, first day of the World Cup as well. You know, do you have to use players from those nations? Because if you do, it's going to be really hard to use a player from Qatar because there's only one that is in the game, and it's Afif, Qatar versus Switzerland. But if you just wanted to get a little bit prepared right now, what you could do is potentially go and just make a squad with a couple of players from these nations. Just make sure that you have a couple of players from each of these nations just in case. I don't think they would make you play with Czechia and South Korea players in a squad, like a full squad of those, you know, like that sort of thing. I don't think they're going to do. Inside of the requirements for this live event, it actually does say the requirement is max, countries, regions, max 5 in the squad. So maybe that's to limit you for how much of the objectives you can get done at once. But I just think that this is going to be a good place to get tokens done because it's a live event. I hope it is, you know, unlimited number of tries or a very high number of tries because it is first to 2, which is going to make this go faster. I just think this is going to be a good way to get those tokens because, again, right now, Rivals gives out 400. You've got a couple more that are in objectives here or there, like the Flash, or not the Flash, but the Weekly Rush objective gives out 100 tokens. And then you have the tokens that are in SBCs. But guys, like I mentioned, I'm not wanting to go turn in all those players for tokens. I want to go turn in players for SBCs and get either packs or get players in return. So I really don't want to do those swaps, SBCs, to get these tokens. I think this live event plus Rivals might be the way that I get my tokens this week, but I'm still curious, how are we going to get to 1,000? And EA said that they're going to release more than 1,000, or they basically confirmed they're going to release more than 1,000 tokens each week because they said that you're not going to have to play all the different game modes and get all the tokens that come out in a single week to get the 1,000. So, hey, we don't want to have to figure out, oh, there's going to be tokens released on Tuesday or Wednesday, you know, one day before our 1,000 weekly resets. Like, we want to have multiple days to get this done. Of course, this is a whole new system and we're learning it as it goes. So that's all part of this as well. But really, really, really curious to see what the whole token situation is and what it looks like today in terms of how you get those 320 tokens that are going to be coming out. But I think it's going to be a mode that a lot of us need to get done to get tokens up to 1,000 this week. Now, let's kind of talk through the rest of the content today on Sunday because we mentioned the Ferran Torres. We still have a Paqueta SBC that has been leaked. We still have like a large list, actually, of the PTG cards that are leaked as SBCs that have not been released yet. Ferran Torres might be the next biggest name. Paqueta might be the second biggest name in that list. So watch out there for any of those player SBCs today. And then, of course, as you see, we have expiring today the 90+ Encore Icon player pick. And I'm not saying this because I'm excited for a new Icon pick today. I don't think I'll be doing the new one, but they may go to 91+, and that could make this icon pick a bit interesting, especially if they keep the requirements the same at 186, 187, and 288 rated squads. That actually may not be that expensive, and it could be a good icon player pick to go and try. But what I'm going to do at the moment is I'm going to get on the market a little bit, maybe try to win a cheeky bid on a card or two, make a quick flip. I don't have any squad. Ooh, nah, I can't pass that up. Oh, see, man, you got to be quick with these buys. 1.109 for Nuno Mensch. I'm selling that for 1.25, you know, tomorrow easily if I'm able to buy that. But unfortunately, we missed the buy point. Those are the trades you can make right now. But I'm going to hit on the market, get a couple of cards there, and then I will see you guys for a stream today on Sunday where we're maybe going to buy some PTGs. We're going to play some FUT champs with our new formation, which is no D, just vibes. And I got to put some U.S. men's national players back in this team. And I got to pack Pulisic, man. Holy smokes. Went to my first ever USMNT game yesterday. I posted a couple pictures on Twitter, posted on the Instagram story as well. It was amazing. It was such a blast. And if any of you guys get the chance to go to the World Cup or have ever been at a World Cup game or I don't know. It wasn't the World Cup. It was the warm-up to it, but it felt like it. It was absolutely phenomenal. So I'm still living on a high from that, and I cannot wait even more now for the actual World Cup to start in this game and also in real life. But I'll see you guys in the stream today. Have a great Sunday. A couple international friendlies today to keep up on as well as we get closer to the World Cup. But appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching the videos. And, you know, getting me to a position where I'm actually able to go and check out these events and have some cool experiences with that. So I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. But I love you guys, man. I will see you in the stream today. It's been late. Have a great Sunday. Peace out.